To prove how light the MF35 is, I can just lift it up by hand. What we got here? We got pallet forks, and they were like normal in a category 2 linkage, and we welded on a A-frame. So we can use it with the A-frame because on this tractor there's always an A-frame. And now, because the telehandler is quite too heavy to go in the field, gonna try to bring that with the tractor to the field. So, to prove how light the MF35 is, I can just lift it up by hand. To be legal on a road, I need to have 20% on the front axle, but I definitely don't have. Because we changed it on A-frame, we're 20 centimeters further. Coupling points, yeah, 19. But that makes that the things, it's a little bit a disadvantage with the whole A-frame system, but yeah, there was no really other possibility to put it in here because we couldn't slide it in. But we will try. Somewhere I got some front weights for that tractor. Let's go. I'm gonna go put some weights on the front. Oh, I have a 600 kilo, 1200 kilo up here. And here I have, I think one of those is like 50 kilos. Maybe a bit less. So we're gonna put it to the front linkage of that tractor. Let's put, I would say, 100 kilos to it. Let's see. Another one. Now having no power steering has a totally different meaning. Yeah. It's quite, I need quite a lot of strength. I can't steer just with one hand. See if I can go in the middle of the trough. Need to hit a little bit more right. Going perfectly in the middle. It will also be more stable if I'm more in the middle. That looks alright. I think the 100 kgs the 100 kgs are not a luxury. I have to slowly, because if I drive too fast, the trough will fall off probably. So here we start putting sand down, where we're gonna put the troughs. If you remember, that's the field where we spread the compost. There is still the compost from the outside round. That's here. Now the gate's already closed. That one doesn't need to be closed. I can open up that one. It doesn't even has power on it. Probably here it has, but here it's still wet underneath there where I mowed the it's still wet here underneath. You can't see it in the camera, but yeah, everything's wet. Today it was not supposed to rain, but it rained like a millimeter again, and I wanted to do some drilling, also where the compost was, and stuff like that. Some rolling, get some rolling down. Yeah. Last week I picked up the roller. I think it was Wednesday afternoon I picked it up, and I thought, yeah, Thursday I can go with the roller, and yeah, I will go in the morning, no problem. What happened? It rained and I couldn't go rolling, because you can't go rolling when it's wet, because everything will stick to the roller. And we got it with a neighbor, the roller, and yeah, I just left it on Bigfoot, didn't put it, took it off, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna be able to roll after the weekend. And he called me on Monday and said, hey mate, I need the roller, because he has, on his farm, he has a whole shed just for horses, for horse riding, so they can do horse riding inside. And I think they put wood chips down, and he goes rolling that with the DALBO 6-meter roller. And yeah, he needed it today. Just get a notification, the fence is on, because we have the Gallagher gateway. Just gonna show it to you. Those are the dry cows, by the way. You can see Bertie, my favorite. So I can show you. That here is the normal control panel, where you can see the amperes and the kilowatts, and that's the gateway that's connected to a Wi-Fi that's over in that shed. And then I get the notification on my iPhone about it. And I can also see it in a app here. Now I'm connected via Bluetooth, but if it's further, I can connect it with Wi-Fi. But now I'm so close to the gateway. I even have the bars when the fence hits, every time it hits. Quite cool. Trough is here. I didn't put it in place yet. Here you can still see where I drove with the compost spreader. But I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, the compaction that it gave. Yeah. Because the spreader is quite heavy. It doesn't have a tire inflation system, unfortunately. I have to go down the tractor do it from here because yeah, the spring tension here is quite high. But with a newer A-frame, it would probably work. I really like the A-frame system. So let me know what's your thoughts about the A-frame. I like it. We have quite a lot of those A-frames. I just ordered one yesterday on granite, so yeah. We're gonna have, I think, 3 tractor A-frames and yeah, like much little implements. Gonna probably pretty much every little implement we're gonna put on an A-frame. And project is also to put €1 attachment for the A-frame and one Mat Pro, that's for the telehandler. And €1 is for the front end loader. And we actually have even more A-frames on an Alpha Motion, so it's going to be 4 A-frames in total. Alpha Motion mower, but there it's like fixed on it. It's I never take it out because just of the security and safety, and also it's kind of tight to go in. Finally, it's not raining for once. It was raining this morning. So, yeah, because it's not raining, I'm doing some dirt work. Yeah, actually, underneath the trough, I just put a little bit of dirt on it, so it's more stabilized and there is less of a hole. That's what I'm gonna do now. Here I already put sand down, but it wasn't really a smart move because it's quite sand with quite a lot of stones in it. And there will be not much grass growing. Now what I'm doing, I'm putting some good topsoil over on top of the sand, and I will also put some more topsoil that it makes even space over on that side. That's a bit the thing with the weather. We have to work with weather in farming, obviously. And that's also a part of the beauty of the job. And yeah, now it's built downtime, so we can do that. And now it's like preparing that we can put the cows out. And I would say 1 year ago, we already had the cows out. Today is the 26th, yeah, so it was, I'm pretty sure it was the 27th that we had the cows out last year. So it's really not recommended to load like that, but I just want to stay here on the road to fill up my shovels because I don't want to go on the grass here because it's just too wet. It looks pretty good over there. Gonna let, there is just a little bit of topsoil still in a shovel. Just gonna let it all out. And yeah, it looks pretty damn good. I think 1 shovel of sand and about 2 shovels of topsoil, and we already put seed down. And yeah, we use the rake to put it all up properly. I have a problem. Slider is still closed, so I already unscrewed here and here. Now we're gonna take off the box. By the way, it's the laner spreader. I start by blowing it out with the air gun. Then I'm gonna probably take off that one to see what's going inside here. I found out the problem with the laner spreader. It was just that this one was rusty and this one couldn't move properly. So the slider here couldn't move. Now we're gonna put the hopper back on. I have the 6125 A-frame in front. I did use that later. Just picked up the DALBO roller. It's quite bumpy with that roller because it's in a trailer hitch and it's not on a K80 and it's quite bumpy and long drawbar, whatever. And it's quite heavy. So if I put it on, I clearly this afternoon, if it's not too sticky, I will quickly go on a weighbridge. And now just comment now what you guess the weight is from the roller. I will reveal it on the end of the video, and tell me in the comments if you were right with your guess. The weight of the DALBO roller is 5,600 kilos and 1,350 kilos are on a drawbar. So dropping off the roller now at home. I drop it off unfolded. Let it all out for you guys. I'm in the air. Almost good. I'm gonna put 0.6 and here we have 0.5. Just gonna quickly make a job. There is actually still a job. Those 2 fields sent to the tractor. And in a couple of minutes it should arrive here in G5 Plus, and the cows are here outside. My father is here spreading from hand, and we have the best roller, organic roller, and that's the cows. Here's Bertie. It's working great, making a great job. You could use auto steer for a bit, but here I have a post. I don't want to drive over it. See, maybe it will be too much to the road, but it's quite sticky. My tires are quite sticky. Little place where the compost was. It's coming up alright. Maybe no, I'm not gonna give a second hit because I think I'm only gonna make more damage if I do a second hit. Now everything is a bit dirty here. Maybe I'm gonna try my luck hitting it with the roller, rolling it down. I even created a quick AB line. here, but I'm gonna do like one little path like that. Don't even bother putting the roller down. It's coming up all right. Yeah. So I dropped off the roller, A-frame I left it on, roller is here, and I'm gonna take the all-timer for rolling down the seat. Rolling, then the seat. I don't know how fast it goes, but I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart to say. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. I dropped off the cultivator and I put the yard scraper on this tractor. Just because I can, because it's also A-frame and I have an A-frame in front. Yeah, it's easy to scrape the yard. If the shed would be big enough, I would scrape the yard with that thing. It would be comfortable. Let's see if I can make the turn. Yard scraping with almost 130 horsepower. Here the advanced license would be nice with turn automation for that job. But yeah, with John Deere systems I have to be careful. Now you're gonna see, now it doesn't need to be that accurate. Here you see, he was on a line and then he like kind of overreacts and he needs kind of time to get back on track. But now he's good. Once he's on track, it just needs here half of the field to get back on track. So thanks for watching and like and subscribe. So see you on the next one. And comment if you watched it until the end. I really appreciate you watching that. See you soon.